So, your learners have written some questions and they're dying to find the answers. What next? If you haven't seen my video, How to Get Young Learners to Ask Good Questions yet, I recommend you go and watch it now and then come back. How can we actually get students to learn whilst also satisfying their curiosity? Hi, my name's Michelle, and in this video we're going to explore what to do with our students' questions once they have them. Now, of course, it depends on the type of questions your students have generated, but it's likely that they're going to have to do some research to find answers. I know what you're thinking. My students are only 7 years old, they can't do research. Well, actually, they can, but we can't just expect them to go off and search the internet and come back with relevant information. Not to mention safeguarding issues with unsupervised internet access. The first thing we need to do is look at their questions and think about these two questions. What do they need to know? And how can we find out? Let's go back to my burning question from the previous video. Why aren't our eyebrows as long as our hair? Now, this is an actual question that I was thinking about the other day as I was trying to neaten up my own eyebrows. What do I need to know in order to answer this question? First, I need to find out about both hair growth and eyebrow hair growth. How much do they both grow in a certain amount of time? Or perhaps how long does it take for them to grow 1 centimetre? I might also want to know what makes hair grow, and also about shedding. How much hair do we shed and how often? And what about eyebrows? Do people trim their eyebrows? Serious question. It's not something I've ever done myself, but who knows? So I've broken my question down into smaller questions or areas to research. How can I find out the answers? I could go online and Google it. I might find lots of answers though, so I'll need to work out which ones are from reliable sources. And with our students, we'll need child-friendly websites, such as the Kiddle search engine. Perhaps I could even measure my own hair growth if it's a long-running project. Sometimes you might also be able to connect the question with another school subject, for example, science or maths or music. Why not involve another teacher and turn it into a cross-curricular project? Once we've decided exactly what our learners need to know and how they can find out, we can design activities that allow them to do so. Find appropriate resources such as video clips, books, articles, or cartoons. Or prepare a presentation, making sure that you present the information in an age-appropriate way. Set up an experiment or have students do a hands-on activity. Then create step-by-step instructions or a series of questions for students to answer. We can do these activities as a whole class, in small groups, or even individually. You could have each student or group work on a different question. They then collate their information and share. Of course, my burning question might not be suitable or even interesting for a class of 7-year-olds. It's more likely that the questions your students come up with are related to the topic you're studying. So use your course book or class materials as a source of information. If you're working on a unit about animals, students may have questions about the lifestyle of different animals, or questions like, which is the strongest ocean animal? Sometimes as students learn new things, this leads to more questions. Why do we even have eyebrows anyway? What's the point of them? Your students' questions will hopefully lead to extra practice of the target language, and that's always a bonus. But more importantly, it's real interest in learning. So tell me, why aren't our eyebrows as long as our hair? Do you know? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video and want to hear more about inquiry-based learning and other learner-centered approaches, like the video and subscribe now. Happy inquiring!